Mark's not here right now, but he's going to be here in just a minute. And then I'm going to leave for just a minute and it will just be him. So we're going to tag team this a little bit. But hi, welcome to Bardic Tales. So let's see. We had a good week. It was kind of slow this week, which is kind of to be expected. I mean, right after Thanksgiving and Black Friday and everything, everybody goes out and spends a ton of money, and then it can be kind of slow after that. So, but it wasn't like bad. We miss having you guys in the tap room for sure. The patio with the heaters has been going really, really well. I actually stood out and chatted with some customers last night, just, in a t-shirt and no coat or anything. And I was nice and toasty. So, so they work very well. I'm all thrown off because we usually start with what are we drinking? And so now I'm just trying to fly off the top of my head. But yeah, so our heaters are working very, very well. So you guys can come and enjoy. Yes, Wendy, I am live on, no, not right now, sweetheart. Oh, goodness. So yeah, our patio is warm and toasty, ready for you to come. We're doing, obviously, growler fills. We've got growlers, grunts, and whispers for sale. You can obviously come buy those, but you can also bring your own. Let's see, pretty much our full menu is ready to go. So, we've got the emergency chocolate kits, we've got pizzas and hand pies. I'd say the only ones that are kind of not really to go are the charcuterie and the antipesto boards. But if you're missing the charcuterie, you can get the Merc, which has the meats and cheeses from the charcuterie on the pizza. So, so that's a good option. I suppose, yeah, that's, let's see, we're in the middle of December already. Can you guys believe that? Like, Peter's saying no. Okay, buddy. So halfway through December, let's see, the 19th, so that should be this Saturday, is the last day. If you want a mug club and you want to be able to choose whatever fictional name that you want, 19th is the deadline. So after that, you'll still be able to get mug club, you'll still be able to choose a name, but it'll have to be off a list that Mark and I have chosen, because we have to actually submit a list of names to get our name tags printed, and we would like those available as close to the first of the year as possible. I think it might kind of go over a little bit into next year, but we wanted to give you guys as much time as possible as well. So far, most of the names chosen for the Mug Club are pretty unique names. We've got some like gamer tags. We've got some that are just obscure characters and favorite books or movies. And then, of course, there's just so many awesome characters out there. There's a plethora to choose from. So there's just a ton of names that you can choose from for your own. So like, basically, my point I'm trying to make is that you can choose to do like your gamer tag or, something like that. You don't have to make it like a mainstream kind of thing. So there are a lot of names available. If you were a Mug Club member in 2020 and want to carry your Mug Club name forward into 2021, totally doable. If you're not a 2020 Mug Club and you want a name that is currently a 2020 mug name, you can request that, and assuming that the current owner of that mug changes their name or chooses not to renew, then you can have it. But just have a backup just in case. So I think that's happened like once. Like I said, there's so many names out there. So I think, let's see, that's good as far as like Mug Club names go. For the 2020 Mug Club members, I'm being tagged. Is tag team? Okay, you're tagging me with your forehead.
I'm tagging you with my forehead. Okay. What do I need to tell them?
I'm gonna pass this off to Mark. I was just about to talk about picking up mugs.
Oh, yes. Hello. You should do that. You should pick up your mugs for no other reason than we have to just make shelf space for them. No, but for real. So come the end of the year, December 29th, current Mug Club members, come on in, pick up your mugs, and they're yours to take home. I'll be careful with them, obviously. But there you go. They're yours to take home. We'll fill the shelves up with the new mugs, and off we'll go from there. So let's see. We've discussed the Mug Club. What else do we have? Oh, the 19th. So pretty much this week. I don't know if Courtney mentioned this. I was occupied. But the 19th is going to be the cutoff date for actually picking your own Mug Club name. So a lot of you will recall from last year, you just came in and said, here's the list, choose your name, hope you enjoy. This year, you get to pick your own name. So if you want to come in and say, I am my gamer tag, or perhaps I had a nickname growing up, or some fantasy character name or something like that. As long as it's not a real person's name, as long as it's not vulgar, you can pick that. So the 19th is the cutoff date for that because we do have to get those tags printed. And then after that, it will just be a set list. So that's not the end of signups for Mug Clubs. That is just the end of picking your own name. After that, it'll be the fixed list. And onward we will go into a new year, and God bless something that isn't 2020. I think it'll be a darn good one. So let's see. Otherwise, I'm going to give you a brief new introduction to a new little secret we have working on here. Some of you have tried Gold Fever, which has just been amazing. We've got more of it. It's going to be bottled up here soon. So if you missed out the first round of bottles, don't worry. There's more Gold Fever coming. You can get that. This is the successor to Gold Fever. Haven't quite worked out a name yet. I'm still working on it. Don't know if you can see, but it is black as midnight. I mean, this stuff makes Singularity look like a pale ale. It has, I should first tell you what it is. It is my winter warmer. And so it has just a touch of cinnamon, a touch of allspice in it, and then Eastern white pine needles, of all things. It, like Gold Fever, is extraordinarily rich and smooth and sweet with just a touch of bitterness from those pine needles. It's going to be encroaching in on that 13-14% mark same way. So you're going to want to watch out for this one, and you're going to want to wait for it soon. I imagine another month or so it should be ready. We'll have to wait and see, but we'll keep you posted on that one. But as for right now, warm, flat, and young, it's pretty amazing.
Oh, you're already talking about what you're drinking?
Well,
I was going to save that until you were here with me.
This was a preview of what's coming up.
So what are you drinking tonight?
Well, I happen to be drinking what I just gave a preview of. What are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking DJ Dry by Union Hill.
Oh, nice. They're those nice folks we met down in Wenatchee.
Yes. East Wenatchee.
Wenatchee, yes. Not Wenatchee.
This is so much easier when there's somebody to talk to, and I'm just not staring at a camera.
Yeah, I wanted to just holler off to the hallway. What do I talk about next? But, that doesn't work so well. I did want to ask them, but I don't think I would have gotten a lot of help there either. Talk about new beers.
We've got two people.
We do have two people. So tell me about DJ Dry.
It's dry. No, it's delicious. It's so the thing about Union Hill that I think is super awesome is that they were orchardists first and then cider makers. So they know their apples really, really well. I'm going to grab the can and see what apples are actually in here.
Oh, yes, because it does say. They have these really gorgeous cans that they just print everything on.
It's beautiful. All right, so it's 3 apple variety. What?
So it's hilarious. So you have no. Tell your story first, then I'll tell.
No, you while I read.
Okay, so what you have to understand is at least I'm hoping that the camera ultimately records forward, so that what the people are viewing at home, they'll see like Bardic Brewing and Cider and not the mirror image.
CAD rack.
Not CAD rab. Yeah, but
kid rab.
Yeah, the hilarious consequence of that Union Hill UH. Both of those letters are the same forwards as they are backwards.
They
when you held the can up, it's just
No, it's like who.
Oh, huh?
Okay, so
what did make?
This is a mixture of Red Delicious, Golden Delicious, and Porter's Perfection, which is super exciting because I've got Porter's Perfection fermenting. Actually, I think the fermentation is done.
It's about done.
I need to double check it. Half of it finished because we got enough that we split it into 2 fermenters, and then half finished. It does reverse it.
Oh, good. That's nice. So it's just our preview that's backwards.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so half of the Porter's Perfection is done. So that's coming soon. The other half, we've just been like letting it go because it was taking its own sweet time.
It's very nearly done.
Yeah, but I think it's done. Anyway, so it's Porter's Perfection, which is in this.
And what are you going to be putting some of your Porter's Perfection in?
A maple bourbon barrel.
Did we just smell it tonight? Was it awesome?
Yes. Yeah, so I've decided what's going to go into my barrels. Obviously, I just said Porter's Perfection, which looks a lot like this. Mine's a little bit darker. This has been I don't know if they just cold crashed it or if they used a clarifier on it, but it has been clarified in some fashion. Mine is not yet because it's still in the process.
I'm pretty sure
it's just this beautiful, like, what would you say? That's
just a straight up gold.
It's like a straw gold, like a rose gold.
Yeah, no, not a rose gold. It's a straw gold.
Yeah, it's kind of. Let me see if I can put it on the white. Now it looks like Mark Gold.
You said put it on the white.
Yeah, that one.
So I thought that was kind of a rude nickname for me, but
yeah. Anyways, it's beautiful. And it's delicious. Excellent. It's dry, but it's not like that super like harsh dry.
That is really good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Yeah. But I decided to put Porter's Perfection in my barrel, 1 barrel. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to put MD 314 into the other barrel.
A proper barrel aged MD 314. Yeah. Because you released that one with the amazing oak extract that we got. And that was truly fantastic.
And it's completely different than how it would be in a barrel.
Utterly different. Yeah. For 1, you're going to be getting the bourbon characteristics. And for 2, you're going to be getting a little bit of the maple syrup characteristics. And there's going to be questions of oxidation. And it's...
Well, and I won't be getting the same like bandwidth of extraction that Cal got from. So we know a gentleman who is working on a process of extracting like the full spectrum of oak flavor from was it French? American white oak.
Yeah.
And he very graciously allowed us to be one of his test companies. And so it's just this really rich
it's almost every flavor oak itself has to offer.
Yeah, which you can't get not naturally, but like standard traditionally.
And in a normal process of just storing it in oak, you can't get that.
Because it's the flavors you get is determined by what alcohol content is in your beverage, because that's what's pulling out the flavors. And so where I'm going to have like a 6 to 7% alcohol sitting in there, it's going to take like this much of the spectrum. But if I were to put in like an 80% liquor or something,
well, then you'd get that end of the spectrum over there.
Yeah, to get here. And what he's able to do is get the full spectrum. So,
but that's the full spectrum of American white oak.
Yeah.
And what you're going to be doing is getting this way with bourbon and maple syrup and the char and the oxidation added on to it. So it's going to be an altogether different beast, and I'm excited.
I am too. I think it's going to be really good. All right, so that's what we're drinking. I rudely interrupted what you were saying.
Oh, I don't know. Probably wasn't important.
You were talking about your winter warmer.
Oh, no, it was done.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
So this is basically the successor to Gold Fever. Watch for it eventually. I'm hoping for like a month or so. We'll see. I was going to take a gravity reading, but my hydrometer is a little more empty now than it was when the thing was floating. So, oops, my bad. So,
you can go get some more.
Yeah, I'll go.
No, I thought you were going to sit on this one for a really long time.
I wanted it out by Christmas.
Ah.
It is, after all, a winter warmer.
True.
That tastes like a Christmas tree.
True.
But it'll be done when it's ready.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not going to rush it.
I mean, really, Christmas and the whole like festive season of Thanksgiving and New Year's and whatever holiday that you celebrate with, because there's so many. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
I mean, if Christmas represents thankfulness to you, you should be thankful year-round. If Christmas represents a Messiah to you, you should be thankful year-round. So really, there's no excuse to celebrate all year round.
Basically, what I'm saying is there's all of these celebrations that are like warm and fuzzy and fantastic. And then we get into like January, and it's like this dark, like...
That's when you want something
That's when you
warm.
need a winter warmer.
All right, you sold me.
January, February, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm. This is why everybody needs a creative brain person. When it's ready.
When it's ready. That's the important thing. When it's ready.
That's true. That's true. So. Well.
And pies.
Yes, we should make them.
Yes. We're going to do caprese this week.
Ooh,
and I'll tell you why.
Please.
I just watched a little dealie on tomatoes and why we should be using canned tomatoes, which
because they're yummy.
Well, generally speaking, though, Mark and I are very much of the let's get as fresh as possible. And
I bet I know where you're going.
Yeah, it's the same reason that I would prefer a frozen fish fillet over the not frozen.
Yeah.
Fish fillet.
Floppy. Fish fillet? Yes. That's what they call them when they're not stiff as a board, right? They're floppy.
Sure.
Nailed it.
Anyways, because with tomatoes in particular, obviously they have to be transported if they're the fresh. And so they pick them too early. And they're just not as ripe, because if they're a little firmer, then they'll make it to the grocery store. But they don't have to worry about that with the canned tomatoes. So I have thus far been using fresh tomatoes in the caprese, and I want to try using canned.
Sweet.
Because it's supposed to taste better.
Do it.
All right. So that's what I'm doing. I am experimenting on you guys this week.
Yes.
Does that sound mean?
Well, so far they have benefited from all of our experiments, so really they should be thanking us.
All right. All right.
Did you enjoy the Pandorica pizza or the Mediterranean hand pie? You're welcome.
I suppose pretty much every new drink we throw at them.
This is true. This is true.
Here, I experimented. Tell me what you think.
Yeah. I hope this isn't awful.
So.
Cool. So, did the Bug Club? We have new artists up. So while you cannot really stay and loiter for too terribly long unless you're waiting for food, even then, do stop by to pick something up and notice our new artists on the wall. There's 3 of them this time.
Yeah.
All of them, from my point of view as an old person, young kids.
They're 15,
I'm sure from their points of view, they're grown adults that can make their own decisions now.
15, 16, and 16.
Yeah. But their work is truly fantastic.
Yes.
Really good stuff. You can also get D&D dice bags,
yep.
One of which is conveniently the exact same size you would need to haul around a whisper, and one of them is conveniently the exact same size you would need to haul around a grunt. So, I mean,
win-win.
Dual purpose. Nobody likes a unitasker.
Exactly.
So you can get those dice bags, you can get the art. It is, in my opinion, frustratingly cheap. I think it should cost a lot more, but I am not one to tell them what to charge for their work.
Yes.
So, by all means, come in, get some dirt cheap, really awesome art, and some super amazing dice bags. And
one of the artists, it does commissions.
Yes.
So when you come in, there's a row on the bottom of the wall that has several D&D inspired characters. That's her. So she does commissions for, I suppose she would probably work with just about anything, but she's definitely talented at D&D characters. So
if you need your D&D character drawn, you should consider her.
you should probably get Plucker.
I should absolutely get Plucker drawn. I will pay for that because it will be worth it.
Somebody suggested that we have her draw our whole family as D&D characters, and then we can put it up on the wall.
I think that needs to happen. I think that needs to happen. Yeah.
So.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. There's so much less to talk about when we can't have people in.
Yeah, I know. We do have all of our new merchandise laid out, though.
Well,
we're still waiting on
90%.
We're still waiting on a few colors.
Yes.
But you can definitely see the kinds of stuff we have. We have zip-up hoodies, pullover hoodies. We have stuff with catchy sayings on the back, stuff without catchy sayings on the back. We have 2 different beanies now. We have baseball cap style things.
Yep.
Neat stuff.
Yeah. It's all laid out right now because we're still figuring out how we're going to store all of it.
But that is a convenient way to just kind of paw through something, grab your size, and come up without even having to ask us about it.
Yes.
See, they already know about the heaters, which are working amazingly.
Moses thinks the D&D family is a good idea.
Yeah, I agree. I think the D&D family is that's a solid one there.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going to happen with this YouTube channel?
So far, we've been using this for Bardic Tales, which makes sense because that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
We are going to start venturing into some new video categories, too. Thought we would start with things like the basics of brewing. So if you don't want to go hearing about all those weird terms, what is Brettanomyces, what is Saccharomyces, what is a Maillard reaction, if you don't care about any of that stuff, like, do I put the grain-like thing in the water? That is the type of level we'll be teaching at. And so I just kind of wanted to give people an overarching introduction to brewing. I've had a lot of really enthusiastic people that want to know how to brew, but they don't know the first thing about it.
Well, and kind of specifically your style.
True.
Because there's a million videos out there about just general brewing,
and many of them are far more authoritative than I am. But mine is, how do I do it?
Yeah.
From a bardic point of view, what does brewing look like? What is it to us? And so this is not authoritative. You can certainly find much smarter people, especially if you go to Genus. But this is just kind of a fun, hey, man, let's sit down over a virtual beer and talk about this.
Yeah.
So we will be introducing that very soon. We hope to have more lesson-y type videos or more just kind of short one-offs where you don't have to commit to a long recording time. It's just, hey, what do these guys have to say in 10 minutes or so?
Yeah.
So be watching for those. That should be fun stuff.
We're also thinking about doing a kind of board game, not tutorial exactly, not like a sit down and here's how you play, but more of Critical Role a little bit maybe.
Not too familiar. Kind of like introductory overview, like a trailer.
I'm thinking we sit down with some friends and we play it and we just have the camera on us. And so, think about the game of Monopoly we played with Peter the other day.
that was good. That was a good game.
Yeah. There may have been some stealing that resulted in stealing from the bank.
Yeah.
It was not my fault. I had to do it. I still lost.
That's okay.
I did so bad in that game.
That was a rough game. That was a really rough game.
I landed 8 out of 10 times I landed, it was on someone else's property.
Yeah, that was harsh. Someone else's. Wild guess.
Yeah.
She's not giving our son stink eye, so.
He's over there.
Yeah, he's playing.
It was his birthday too.
That's true.
But he won, so that was nice.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
Nice birthday trip. Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's pretty much it.
Not a lot else.
Oh, I didn't make it much through my son.
No, we can't do that. That's illegal. But still, enjoy.
Technically, we're not in our tap room.
Okay, it's irresponsible.
It is irresponsible.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yes.
Man, that's going to be awesome when it's ready.
Good.
I would love to know what it's at currently. Last time I checked, it was at 11.8, but it's still climbing.
Yeah.
It still has a lot of potentials to go.
Did you put in the super yeast?
No, it got delayed in shipping. FedEx,
Oh.
if you're watching, my beer depends on you right now. Chop, chop.
But it's going to be okay, right?
Well, it should be. I mean, it has an ice pack in it.
Oh, and it's not the middle of summer, so.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that those trailers are cold.
Yeah, so it should be all right.
Yeah.
I hope.
I'm sure it's fine.
If not, I'm getting some others too. So
Okay.
I'm getting some super, super yeast.
Oh, Peter Moses says happy late birthday.
Thank you, Moses.
He says thank you. So when I worked at UPS.
Yes.
So I worked at UPS, I loaded trailers, which is why I know that they're cold in the winter. Right before I had gotten hired, they had somebody ship via UPS ground without like declaring what was in the box. The head of a deer that they were sending to a taxidermist, and just like in a box.
Wow.
And it got into the facility on a Friday.
Oh no.
And we didn't work the weekends.
Oh no.
Which was probably better than the skunk that was being sent to Wazoo's veterinary.
Oh my gosh.
And that was like properly handled and everything, but something failed in the containment system. I don't know, but apparently the entire place reeked of skunk for like days.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
It's that point where you preemptively call in sick.
And then, of course, these things happen in the middle of summer.
Of course they do. Nothing like that ever happens in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Fun stories.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't work there anymore.
I'm glad you don't too. Well, there you go.
There you go. Or it could be us some more, but
Or we could have an evening together.
we could go have our roast.
Or we could have
Bye.
French dips.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's something we could put on the menu. French dips.
Possibly so.
I know
Oh,
something we could put on the menu.
what?
Dinner?
Dinner.
Dinner. Yes, we
Yes.
should put dinner on the menu.
I want dinner.
Yeah, soups might be.
You keep
Making an
talking
appearance
about
too.
that.
Yeah, Yeah, Mom made an offer to do all of our prep work for us.
Oh, that's
All we
very
would
kind
literally
of
have to
her.
do is put it in the crock pot.
Ah.
So that's a possibility.
It's a
Don't know.
possibility.
Got to work through the logistics on that one, but soups might be a thing
Yeah.
potentially. Certainly be nice on a cold winter's night.
It would be.
We should put hot chocolate on.
Ooh.
Oh, that might be a thing.
Yes.
We'll work on that.
Oh, I just thought of something we needed to discuss.
What?
Hours. Because we're coming into the
Yours?
holidays. No.
Hours.
Hours.
Oh. HOURS.
When is Bardic open? All right. So I posted this on Facebook and Instagram. I should probably send out an email too. Thank you. So Thursday, the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, will be closed. Obviously, we're closed on Friday the 25th on Christmas. We are actually also going to be closed on Saturday the 26th. We are taking a much needed family vacation, staycation kind of thing. So we're having the 24th through the 28th just off for us so that we can be a little bit more sane-ish come the 29th.
Yep. Tuesday when we would open up normally again.
Did you tell them that's when they can start getting their 2020 mugs?
I did.
Yay! Good
Yes.
job.
Thank you.
So those.
So Christmas Eve, Christmas, we would have been closed anyway.
Yep.
The following Sunday, Monday, we would have been closed anyway. We're just taking out the Saturday in the middle, saying stay home with your families
Yes.
or go to Natural 20. I don't care.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's,
that would be
actually,
cool
you
too.
probably should go to Natural 20. They have cool stuff.
Now, I am also going. Can I see the calendar again? I'm also just going to put out there that on the 18th, which is this Friday, we're going to have infinite glitter and Gingy back on tap. Do with that as you will.
We'll see you all on the 18th.
So that means we need to go do some
Yeah,
stuff.
we should probably get out there and actually make it. We can do that.
Yes. So, yay! Merry Christmas. That's our gift to you guys.
There you go.
There you go. So, we'll see. Oh, mouse.
You've got the control.
There you go. Is it alive?
No, it's dead.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
What? I don't know how.
Have you
these
tried
things-
turning it off and turning it back on?
Look at that. I turned it off and back on again and it worked. Bye.